Tuned into Hanikalaria's Midday Musty Show on New Sound Radio 92 FM. I have an extremely, very creative designer in front of me. His name is Stuart Westcombe, and I'd like to welcome him here on New Sound Radio. Hi, Stuart.
Hello. I've worked in all sorts of things, tourist attractions, museum attractions, corporate parties, private parties, people like British American Tobacco, Siemens, MTV, amongst others.
Wow, that's a list of things. But I have to say today, as I walked through this wonderful park in Southwark Park, and I came across this masterpiece with this beautiful creation here.
You're very kind.
Can you tell us a little bit about how did this journey come about? How did you end up with a kind of an idea to this particular day where you have a bit of a launch where everybody's in awe here?
Well, Marcus van der Gaag from Golden Tours kindly approached us and asked us to come up with a concept for a lantern show somewhere in South London. He was very secretive about the venue, as it were, and so we got our heads together and worked upon the lantern concept and tried to figure out really what would come across as a really vibrant, riotous event of colour. So, and I mean, I think Alice in Wonderland really fits the bill for something like this.
I noticed that the designs are very colourful, they're very bright, there would be something very appealing to children and people of all ages. And of course it's got a wonderful storyline. It's got a wonderful storyline as well, which is added to it, which is Alice in Wonderland. But can you tell us that, how do you create these pieces? Because some of them are so intricate, so detailed, with different colours. What is the actual process of building these beautiful masterpieces?
These beautiful masterpieces actually have a wire frame within them that is welded up by a very skillful team of interpreters who will take a drawing, interpret it, enlarge it, and then it's covered in a silk skin. To make it sound very simple, it's probably like a giant lampshade, but it's a lampshade that's up to 5-6 meters in height. So I think it beautifully encapsulates anything that Alice in Wonderland has to offer, really.
That's really beautiful. Yeah. So there's a huge process that goes through this. It's a lengthy process from the design concept to the time you see the final product. And I also noticed, of course, the open fields here in the parkland of Southwark Park. Why did you choose this particular place, and why an open field?
Marcus at Golden Tours narrowed it down to the park that we're working in at the moment, really. It's a beautiful park. I think it's 140 years old, 150 years old. It was built just before Alice in Wonderland was written by Lewis Carroll, so it's there's kind of a little quite tenuous tie in there, but it's a tie in nonetheless. And I think it fits very well here. It's nice to bring something to this area. I'm a Londoner. I didn't really know anything about the Bermondsey, Rotherhithe area, and it's been a lot of fun working here.
Absolutely, it's a great little educative process as well as entertaining process. Well, I must admit, is there any last-minute messages you'd like to give to our listeners of why they should come along to this particular event called Alice in Winterland?
You'll find it thrilling. It's a riot of colour. The trees are beautifully lit. It's a totally different interpretation of the park if you already know it. If you don't know it already, come along and have a look. I defy you to be disappointed.
Well, with that, I'm sure all our listeners are going to be running out there to purchase some tickets, and I would definitely highly recommend that you should come here. I've had a whale of a time here. It's been absolutely amazing. So with that...